A picture of my cousin with the two little children being hostage been kidnapped by Hamas. Later on this day, I saw a movie that she's crying and being pushed around by a terrorist from Hamas. I saw blood on the kid's blanket. I saw the blood on the kidnapper's clothes. And since then, this is the only information that we've got.
Breaking tonight, the race is on for Israeli special forces to recover dozens of hostages taken by Hamas terrorists since its unprecedented attack on Israel, the innocent, on Saturday.
Although the exact amount of hostages taken at this time is still unknown, Israeli government press office said yesterday that Hamas has taken at least 130 hostages, including women and children.
Dozens of families now speaking out, some after having seen footage of their loved ones being taken or being held hostage. And now they're waiting in uncertainty, just praying for their safe return.
Let's bring in former special operator from Israel and former Israeli counterterrorism operative Aaron Cohen. Aaron, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Obviously, time is of the essence when you're trying to recover hostages. What are special forces in Israel doing right now to get as many hostages home as possible?
So let me just start by saying that while Israel did invent the hostage rescue mission, Israel perfected it. I want to take you guys back to 1976, the Entebbe raid. The General Staff Reconnaissance Unit, Israel's Tier 1 asset, on par with Delta Force, DevGru, which is SEAL Team 6, or the British SAS. This is Prime Minister Netanyahu's former unit. It's the same unit that his brother was killed in during the Entebbe raid. Israel managed to extract and free 103 hostages that were taken by the Black September terror group. Israel has perfected the counter-terror hostage rescue mission. The Israeli National Police also has one of the top 3 counter-terrorist units in the world, known as the Yamam. In Hebrew, it's the Yechidat Miuchedet Mishtartit. This is one of the top units. Same thing, trained in selective shooting, being able to infiltrate undetected. And what these units have been doing for the last 72 hours with over 100+ hostages that have been taken, they have been collecting intelligence, working closely with the Mossad and with Israel's Shin Bet security service. This morning, the Israeli National Police Yamam unit conducted 2 hostage rescue operations that were both successful. However, these missions are extremely dangerous, and I want to compare the difference between what's happening in Israel and what's going to happen in Gaza. Because the operations that are being conducted within Israel, these are sterile areas or sterile pockets. It gives Israel a little more time. They can talk to the terrorists, if possible, just to try and buy more time so they can plan what's called forced entry, so they can get straight shots on those terrorists without harming those hostages. We're talking about 70, 80-year-old women who've been taken on at Kibbutz Be'eri, and then there's another town where hostages were freed, over 15 of them, in the town of Ofakim. 2 Yamam operators were injured. This is coming directly from my sources within the Israeli community or special ops community, and one is in critical condition at the hospital, at the Tier 1 trauma hospital in Beersheba. The operations that we're going to be seeing in Israel, in my opinion, will be conducted via the smoke screen, which will be connected to the major offensive which Israel's preparing for right now. That offensive will be strongly staffed by Israel's elite Givati Brigade, which is the infantry brigade of the Southern Command. The Yamam and the General Staff Reconnaissance Unit, Bibi's old unit, same unit that Yonatan Netanyahu was killed in. He's a national treasure. Those units will ideally use the smoke of that entrance into Gaza, that mass incursion, that counteroffensive that Israel's preparing for, to be able to use that diversion and chaos to be able to hit, and this is the technical part, multiple areas of residence and compounds at the same time independently, and be able to breach those structures under a very high level of war and intensity. We haven't seen the likes of a hostage rescue siege like this since 1976. But let me say it again. Israel has perfected the art of counterterrorism. And you're about to see Israelis at their finest. So stand by.
Aaron Cohen, thank you.